At 6 months, your baby is ready for monofooding, which means one food once a day for 4 days. Usually these meals fall right after the morning nap when your baby's in a pretty good mood. You set up one serving, which is the size of the baby's closed fist. That's about 2 to 2.5 ounces, diluted. And you sit down and enjoy this one little meal together. By the time the baby is at 7 months of age, if you've been doing monofooding, you will have covered basically all the green and yellow vegetables on the food variety list that the doctor may have given you, and you're ready to segue to 2 meals a day. At 7 months, you double the volume. Each serving for your baby is still around 2 ounces, but there's 2 foods presented at 2 meals every day, one in mid-morning and one in the late afternoon or early evening. This, again, the reason for going slow protects the breast milk or formula intake. We don't want to go too fast. We want the baby to still be taking the milk as their main nutrient until 8 months, 9 months, 12 months of age. At 8 months, the baby then segues on to 3 meals a day. This is when the feeding really starts to take off and resemble the model that we have in our culture.
For a long time, it was thought that rice cereal was the best first food for babies because around the time when we introduce complementary foods, babies' iron stores go down and rice cereal is fortified with iron. But now there are new AAP guidelines and we are starting to introduce different types of foods. So we can introduce more natural forms of iron-rich foods like pureed chicken, or we're doing beans, and we're doing different types of foods because rice cereal is generally a white rice cereal and it's very processed. So we're trying different types of complementary foods. We're using eggs and we're using very natural types of foods and even avocado. And we're not doing just the typical white rice cereal. If you want to use a rice cereal, please use a brown rice cereal or use oatmeal, which is also a whole grain and also fortified with iron. But try some of these different types of foods which are very nutritious and really delicious and different types of flavors for your baby. Sweet potato, avocado, good sources of iron because we know that especially in breastfed babies, their iron stores start to deplete. So that would be chicken and turkey. You can blend those up. You could introduce eggs. Those are a great source of iron as well, or beans. So any of these foods that you can get into a really mashable form that your baby can move around and chew and swallow in their mouth. Remember, gums are really, really strong, so even if your baby doesn't have teeth, they can usually move things around and do pretty well with chewing their foods. So any of these foods are really great first foods for your baby. Remember that you want to introduce one food and wait 3 to 4 days in between introducing any other new food, just in case if they might have any sort of allergic reaction.